Have you ever seen a movie where you brought zero expectations but found yourself obsessed in the end?
Woo! Whoa! Look at that!
This happened to me with Fantastic Mr. Fox. After casually watching this film for the first time with some friends, I haven't been the same since. Wes Anderson's style captivated me, and I began this journey of exploring all his films. I loved the quirkiness, symmetrical shots, attention to detail, stellar cast, and stunning color palettes. Back to Fantastic Mr. Fox, here's why I love this film so much, and why you should too, even if you aren't a Wes Anderson fan. First, let me explain what stop motion is. Creating a stop motion animation involves taking a series of photographs of a subject, moving it slightly in each frame, and playing the sequence back in rapid succession to create the illusion of motion. Typically, stop motion animation is filmed at 24 frames per second, meaning that 24 individual frames equal 1 second of screen time. This means for the average film, 1 minute of screen time equals about 1,440 frames. So for a 90-minute feature film, that's about 129,600 frames.
Wow.
I was blown away by Anderson's take on stop motion animation. It was unlike the claymation I grew up watching. This looked more real to me and had a greater level of attention to detail. For example, seeing the fur move on the animals and the way Wes Anderson uses things like cotton to represent smoke blew me away.
You just destroyed the whole experiment.
The animation is smooth and fluid with a focus on capturing the small, subtle movements of the characters. Also, the meticulous attention to detail, strong emphasis on color and texture, and unique visual aesthetic in each frame is hard to ignore. I can say with confidence that every time I watch Fantastic Mr. Fox, I'm amazed by the attention to detail in each frame. It's as if the animators put a piece of themselves into every shot. The characters, the backgrounds, the animation style all come together to create a truly mesmerizing world. There are several factors that make the story of Fantastic Mr. Fox so great. Fantastic Mr. Fox is based on the beloved children's book by Roald Dahl, written in 1970, which has stood the test of time.
Dahl probably wrote Mr. Fox to be an animal version of himself. As a result of that, Dahl is a very interesting man, and so that went into the character.
Here we are. Wow.
Mr. Fox is a complex and multifaceted character who is both cunning and lovable. His relationships with family, friends, and enemies are explored in depth, making him a compelling and relatable protagonist. The film explores themes like family, community, and fatherhood, and the importance of standing up for oneself. These themes are woven into the story in a way that is both meaningful and entertaining. Fantastic Mr. Fox is a comedy, and it's full of clever, witty humor that appeals to both children and adults. The film's humor is often subtle and is a hallmark of Wes Anderson's style. Overall, the combination of these elements makes the story of Fantastic Mr. Fox a timeless classic. Wes Anderson always seems to attract the most amazing cast for his films. With George Clooney, Meryl Streep, Jason Schwartzman, and more, the movie has an all-star lineup that brings the characters to life.
I think it's a wonderful movie.
The voice cast helps to create a world that is both believable and charming.
Things that happen in real movies that you tend not to see typically in animated films because things are done so separately. If the foxes are digging a hole, Wes got us on the ground and actually had us digging in the ground. And the microphone is going like this everywhere. And I mean, if you had filmed us from a distance doing the scenes to this movie, you'd think it was really funny and entertaining.
Do you really think you want to cuss with me? How'd you like your cousin paws ripped off? I will cuss you in half.
The thing about Wes's movies is if you like the cast, chances are you'll get to see them in his other films. I wasn't necessarily seeking a movie that would forever be one of my absolute favorites, but I'm glad I found it.
Look at this. No.
If you haven't seen Fantastic Mr. Fox yet, I would definitely recommend giving it a watch. And if you have seen it, let me know your thoughts on Wes Anderson's first stop-motion film.
Have a good day, my darlings.
Please don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.